Today, breaking news has dropped surrounding Epic Games vs. Apple and Fortnite's return to the iOS App Store. Now, for those who do not know, Fortnite had a massive breakthrough, and we're going to get added back to the App Store, but today that has all changed. So, before I actually explain what's going on, I'm going to break it down in Fortnite terms, and just give you the entire thing of the Fortnite versus Apple, or Epic versus Apple case, all in Fortnite terms. So without further ado, let's get into that. So imagine like 3 or so years ago, okay? This is like real life timeline. Now we're moving into the actual, Fortnite analogy of it. So basically, Epic Games gets boxed like a fish by Apple, and Apple headshots them point blank with a striker shotgun, but it only does 198 damage. So Epic Games is now at 2 HP. They're not fully dead, but they're very close to it, at least in Apple's box. Now, Epic resets the edit, so now they're safe from Apple for the time being. But before they did that, they threw an airstrike outside of their box. Now, this airstrike had 2 goals. One is that hopefully Apple gets damaged by the airstrike. And 2, hopefully another team sees that Apple is getting damaged, and then they come running over and third parties. Now, just for reference here, the people that would third party are actually the courts, like the legal court system. I know, it's kind of crazy. Now, the issue is that there's a bunch of other box fights going on around them, so it's gonna take a while before a third party actually shows up. In our analogy, this is literally just that there's a bunch of other monopoly issues going on, so the courts can't fully focus on Epic versus Apple, or at least this fight, so they're not gonna third party it for now. But for now, Epic is boxed like a fish, low HP in Apple's box, but they're safe for the time being. They're not really doing anything there. They're about to die, but they're kind of just chilling. Now, after a while of staying boxed, eventually a third party does show up to help Epic. In real life, this is a very specific European law that has been passed that basically allows Epic Games to create exactly what they want on Apple's devices. It literally just lets them put the App Store on Apple's devices. So they get a developer account, and now the third party is attacking Apple. So just for a quick recap here, Epic Games was boxed like a fish by Apple, but now the third party of the court system is attacking Apple. And together, the courts and Epic Games, the two people, are fighting Apple, and they're pushing Apple back. Apple is getting on low HP here, but today, a massive thing happened. Apple just pulled out of its inventory a legendary pump shotgun. I don't even know how they have it. It's not even in the game right now. And they just not only shot Epic Games, they also shot the court system, aka the third party. Basically, what that means is that Epic Games got a developer account approved to basically use these European laws to go around Apple's monopoly. But instead, Apple just deleted Fortnite's developer account because they got annoyed at tweets that the CEO of Epic Games made. That's literally the entire situation explained in Fortnite terms. I know it's very, very short, but that's basically everything. For a full breakdown here, no Fortnite terms. Basically, 3 years ago, Apple denied Epic Games from the App Store because Epic Games tried to go around Apple's payment system. Whenever you make a purchase on the App Store, Apple gets 30% of that purchase. Epic Games didn't like that, so they wanted to make a purchase system within their games that avoids Apple's cut of 30%. Once Apple saw them doing this, they stopped Epic Games from being on the App Store because they wanted to get their fair share of the money out of it. The issue here is that Apple is such a big company that it should be counted as a monopoly. Now, monopolies are not allowed in our economic system because once somebody controls all of the resources, they can make the price whatever they want. And Epic Games is saying that Apple is too large and is now a monopoly, so they should not be allowed to control all of these pricing, and Epic Games should be allowed to go past their systems and therefore, bypass the 30% tax. Obviously, Apple doesn't like getting called a monopoly, so they just kicked Fortnite off the App Store, but Fortnite has been working with the court system to try and do a bunch of antitrust stuff, which is basically just saying, we're going to try and split Apple up, or at least their control of the App Store, and make it where we can go around them. And this one specific law in Europe, I believe it's called the DMA law, which is an abbreviation for something. I forget what the exact abbreviation it is for. It basically said that the gatekeeper shall allow and technically enable this installation and effective use of third-party software applications or software application stores using or interpret. It's freaking a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. Basically, what it's saying is that you are allowed to do what Epic Games was trying to do. You're allowed to go around Apple's monopoly, and use your own payment system. So basically, this goes through, the law is passed, and now Epic is like, all right, sweet, can we have a developer account? Apple is like, yep, sure, here you go. You can go make this thing in Europe. But a few days ago, or actually today, Apple, out of the blue, just deletes the developer account that they gave to Fortnite about 3 weeks ago. Literally because Tim Sweeney, the CEO of Epic Games, made a tweet that was basically like, hey, we don't like Apple, screw those guys, even though they're helping us, they're still losers. And Apple kind of got pissed, so they just deleted the freaking Fortnite account, and now it's gone, and Fortnite will not be returning to the European things, at least for the meanwhile. Now, the reason why I said in the Fortnite analogy that Apple also shot the court system is because from where I'm standing, this doesn't really make sense. Like, there's a law saying that that Apple has to do this, and yet Apple just didn't do it. So, like, it feels like they're directly disobeying the court system to me. I could be wrong about this. I'm not a lawyer. I am a computer science student, not a law student. But I've watched enough of Suits to feel like something fishy is going on here. So overall, I'm guessing that we're going to get a lot more developments on this in the upcoming future. I'll keep you guys posted as to what's going on. I know that this might not be the most entertaining thing, but I still do find it fun to cover, and I think that the Fortnite analogy part of it is kind of cool. So that's where we're at right now. That's just the current update on the Apple versus Epic situation. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys in the next one.